Michael, I knew I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you very early on. Even earlier than when you called me after our first date asking what my middle name and birthday were. I remember thinking then, that's a very direct and odd way to get to know someone. Little did I know, you were booking a 10-day cruise to Greece and Italy that was almost a year away. Somewhere in my total shock and surprise was complete contentment and joy because I knew you were the one. What I did not know was that very trip would be the time that we ended up becoming engaged. I am so incredibly proud to stand here with you on this day. You make me happier than I could ever imagine and more loved than I ever thought possible. You have made me a better person, and I continually want to strive to be the best me for you. I vow to give you the best version of me because you deserve nothing less. When I look at you, I see a sincere, caring, loving, driven, motivated, confident, funny, intelligent, accomplished, dependable, and remarkable individual.
Mike, did you write that?
And okay, you're handsome too. Our love is a love I never knew existed. With a connection so strong, I still cannot believe it's real. I vow to keep this connection strong. I love so many things about you and what makes our relationship ours. I love how you regard the element of surprise so high. I love that we can laugh at ourselves. I love our sense of sarcasm, even if it sometimes leaves other people wondering whether we're serious or not. I love your sense of adventure, energy, and the fact that you let me have early bed once in a while so I can rest and recharge to keep up with you. I really appreciate all the work you have put in to give us our best chance at success. From the proactive couples counseling, to consistent date nights, to ensuring tons of quality time with the boys. I vow to keep this going. I look forward to continuing to be your partner in parenthood. Being a part of the boys' lives has been so fulfilling. Who knew a life full of football throwing, smelly feet, blanket wrestling, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and spelling tests would be the perfect match for me? I cherish the relationship I have developed with them, and I adore the times the four of us have together. I look forward to growing with you and them. A big part of this day is not only committing to you, but committing to them as well. I vow to be the best stepmom I can be to them. I am truly honored to have the privilege to help walk them through life. I have learned that successful relationships include the ability to evolve with your partner. I vow to evolve with you and be your one and only. Most importantly, I promise to try not to leave endless hair and makeup products around the bathroom. I also promise to continue to learn more about football. As it turns out, it's pretty darn cool to be a Patriots fan. You are, without a doubt, my person. With my whole heart, I take you as my husband, acknowledging and accepting your faults and strengths, as you do mine, except I'm perfect, so I don't have any faults. I love you, Michael, and I'm so excited to be your wife.
I can't top that. Dear Jenna, as I was thinking through these vows, it occurred to me they were shaping up to be more of a roast than typical wedding vows. That said, I just went with it, and for that I am truly sorry. I still remember the night I first met you at a backyard party in Goffstown. You had on so much eye makeup, and your hair was the biggest white girl hair I'd ever seen. I wondered if perhaps you got lost on your way to prom, but then your lazy flannel shirt told a very different story. Needless to say, I was not impressed. The following day, you returned to get a few things that you'd left behind the night before. These are very different vows. Where was I? The following day, you returned to get a few things you left behind the night before. And when you walked into the backyard wearing jeans and a t-shirt, with no makeup on and your hair pulled back in a baseball cap, I thought to myself, wow, a little makeup would really go a long way. But then you got on my boat, and we just smiled and talked and laughed and made fun of each other, like we'd been friends our whole lives. Our connection caught me completely off guard, but it was immediate, authentic, and entirely new in my life. I had met my person, and I think just about everyone here today knew that within a few short moments of seeing us together. The months that followed were full of complexity and wonder. In early 2017, you decided you would move in with not just me, but with two little boys you'd only recently just met. I wanted you to like them, and for them to like you. But I was worried. How would this play out? How would they feel about this new woman in their dad's life? But Jenna, you washed my worry away. Your kindness and tenderness to those amazing little men who were in such a vulnerable state has made me fall vastly more in love with you. You have continually shown me how to be a better father as well, how to be more patient, how to be more tender, how to understand the complex little firstborn mind you and Ian share, how to encourage Evan to stop being a slob instead of nagging him about it. I am forever grateful. You didn't have to care for them like you do. I was already so in love, you could have just been nice enough and I would have been satisfied. You don't have to wrestle with Ian every night we're together, you just do. You don't have to jump in and help Evan with his homework before I even get the chance. It's just in your nature to help and to love. And though we certainly don't say it enough, we three boys are so lucky to have you. Jenna, today I am so excited and so proud to become your husband. The past couple years have been amazing, but they have certainly also had some very real challenges. We have endured, and through it all, we have grown as a couple. We have been intentional and purposeful, even going to couples counseling proactively since day one. I love that about us. I can't wait to continue growing, to continue evolving. I'm so excited to have my forever gym partner, my forever party partner, my forever travel companion, my 90s R&B mogul, and hands down the best butt around. Early on, I mentioned to some people one way I knew you were so different to me. After we met, all these love songs suddenly made sense. I'd heard some of them 100 times, but now suddenly they were about us. The first song we heard on our first trip together, the song I cried to the first time I heard it with you, because it made me picture you at our wedding. So you like the ominous surprise? Colin and I put together a few of these songs, and with Colin's help and maybe some from Jesus as well, I'm going to try to sing them with what I have left of a voice after partying for 5 days. I love you, Jenna Rose, and today I joyfully give you my forever. I met you in the dark, you lit me up, you made me feel as though I was enough. We danced the night away, we drank too much. I held your hair back when you were throwing up. Then you smiled over your shoulder, for a minute I was stone cold sober. I pulled you closer to my chest, and you asked me to stay over. I said I already told you, I think that you should get some rest. Say you don't let go, say you won't let go. Now you're my whole life, now you're my whole world, and I just can't believe the way I feel about you, girl. Like a river meets the sea, stronger than it's ever been. We've come so far since that day. In case you didn't know, baby, I'm crazy about you. And I would be lying if I said that I could live this life without you. Even though I don't tell you all the time, you had my heart a long, long time ago. One day we'll wake up with thousands of pictures of 65 years in one little house. Place is gone, we won't trade for nothing. This life that we built, I'll kiss you goodnight and say I love you still, and we'll build this love from the ground up. We're so for better, and Colin, you got it. Beside you I'll stand, through the good and the bad. We'll give all that we have, and we'll build this love. High note for Colin. Now you're my whole life, now you're my whole world. And I just can't believe the way I feel about you, girl. And we'll look back one day at this moment that we're in, and I'll look at you and say, and I thought I loved you then, and I thought I loved you then.
That was incredible. Did you clearly love each other very much? And now, in the wise words of poet and philosopher Beyonce, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. And they like it a lot. We often hear about the ring being the circle of your unbroken love, but perhaps even more of that, rings are the tangible reminder of your commitment to each other, not just on the good days, but on the days when you make each other crazy. On the days when a stranger maybe gives you a little too much attention. On the days when your love is feeling tested. May these rings serve as an anchor of your partnership, keeping you grounded during the very best of times, as well as the most challenging of times. We now exchange rings. Mike and Jenna, you've made a commitment together on this day before your friends and family members to be bound together in a lawful and loving marriage. You may now love up on each other in whatever way compels you. Please raise your glass of champagne and join me in a toast as I introduce to you Mike and Jenna Campbell.